Hi Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. This is your 2016 year ahead reading. You are the last sign to be uploaded for Carol's Universe for the 2016 year ahead readings. What's coming up next is your live readings. Hopefully going to start being able to upload them. I've got a load more personal readings in to do, so as soon as they're taken care of, I'm going to start on the live readings. Just let you know how I do the 2016 readings, guys. I use 2 decks of cards. First thing I do is I use the Rider Tarot deck miniature edition. Now I'm using miniature edition cards because I'm working from my bedroom at the moment. You can probably see my bed at the back of the room. I do try and tidy around and make sure that everything looks good, but I've got so much stuff. I'm moving out anyway in the new year. I'm moving to my own place. At the moment I'm living with family, but yeah. So I use this because I've got a small desk and I need to, you know, have somewhere that have cards that will fit on nice and tidily onto the desk. What I do for each month, so I concentrate on the year in blocks, okay? So I do concentrate on January through to March. Then we do look at what's potentially coming in for you Pisceans between April through to June. Then we'll look at potentially what's coming in for you guys between July through to September, and then we look at potentially what's coming in for you guys from October to December. Now for each of those 3 months intervals, what we're going to do is we're going to take 6 cards to look at the conditions, situations, potentially people that might be surrounding you. So it's 2 cards to represent each month. It'll be 2 cards for January, 2 cards for February, 2 cards for March, but what I do, and so on and so forth. But what I don't do, Pisces, is I don't say this is going to happen in January, this is going to happen in February, this is going to happen in March. What I do is I blend the cards together to have a look at certain energies and certain things that might be coming about for you, okay? So that's how the readings are done. Now, for each of the 3 months, I will then shuffle from my universal weight pocket tarot deck, small cards as well. They look like this. These are absolutely great, actually. I'll shuffle the cards and I'll ask the angels to give me a message or advice that they'd like to pass on to you guys for each of those 3 months. So for January through to March, you'll have an advice card. From April through to June, advice card. July through to September, advice card. And October through to December, an advice card. Okay, I hope that makes sense. At the end of the reading, I'll pull out 1 card from the Angel Tarot deck. Ask the angels for 1 card that will serve as your advice that they can give you for the whole year, that hopefully should tie up the whole of the reading. Okay, so hope that makes sense to all of you guys. Let's put some of this stuff away down there, and we're going to make a start. So the first things first, I'm going to shuffle the small Rider-Waite miniature edition card. So I'm just going to hone in, Pisces. Universe, Spirit, Angels, Lord, I just need you to show me what is coming in for the Pisces in 2016. So we're looking at Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Show me what's coming in for Pisces. Show me Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising for the year 2016. So I need to see January through to March 2016 for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. April through to June 2016 for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. July through to September for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. And October through to December 2016 for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Please show me what is coming in, events, situations for the zodiac sign of Pisces. I'll repeat it once more. January through to March 2016 for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. April through to June for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. April through to June 2016 for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. July through to September 2016 for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. And October through to December for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Show me. Okay, so I've meditated on the cards, guys. I'm going to split the deck into 3. And I'm going to collect them back up. What we're going to do, I'm going to count 6 cards out for each of the months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's January through to March. Then we're going to do April through to June. 6 cards. Then we're going to do July through to September, 6 cards. And October through to December, 6 cards. Well, over here in England, don't know what part of the world you guys are from, but it's really cold and it's really rainy. The weather is not great down here. So those are all the months sorted out. Now what I'm going to do is ask the universe, spirit angels, for April through to, sorry, for January through to March, show me the message card, stroke advice card for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Show me the message cards. Show me what advice you've got. Show me. That's the first card. Show me for April through to June for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. What is your message? What is your advice? Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. For April through to June 2016. What is the advice message you've got for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising? Show me. For July through to September, what is the advice you've got for Pisces? Stroke message. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. What is the advice you have for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising for July through to September? Angel, Spirit, or one card wants to come out. Put that down. And finally, show me for October to December 2016. What is the message you have for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising? Show me Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. The message, advice you have for all Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising for October to December. Message, advice, show me. Okay. Right. So that's all the cards sorted. Let's have a look then at your reading, Pisces. Let's have a look at January through to April, sorry, through to March 1st, Pisces. All right, that's interesting. Let's see what this is. All right, the Magician card is has come up as your advice card, stroke and message. Okay, and this lets me know that as your advice card, the universe is really telling you, Pisces, that you are in a position to manifest what the hell you like. No matter what situation you come up against in January and March, it's down to you. Because the Magician, this is one of my most favourite cards within the tarot. If he's been a bit of a bitch, I don't like him. So if he's a trickster, if he's a git, if he's a, you know, if he's a liar, if he's an actual physical form guy who, and usually the Magician would be a trickster when he's upside down. It doesn't have to even represent a person heart. It does. The Major Arcana can represent people a lot of the time. Trust me, they can. But when it's upside down, it means underhandedness. It might mean an underhanded situation, or somebody making a mistake on something, or not using or not utilizing what you have properly, that type of thing. But when it's upright and it doesn't have any tricky cards in it, for example, it doesn't have the Magician and Seven of Swords together, or the Magician and the Moon together, those sort of shady cards, we know, or the Magician and Ten of Swords sometimes together, we know that it's okay. So we know that it's an advice card. This is really telling you that you have all the skills you need, Pisces, to manifest what you want in the real world, okay, in the external world. The beautiful thing with the Magician is that he is, he creates his environment. He creates his life. He has all the tools now in real time. So he has the cup, he has the sword, he has the pentacle, and he has the wand, which is the most important thing in this guy's hand, because the Magician will always need a wand. That's why the wands in the minor arcana are all about creating and building stuff, because that's what you use a wand for. They can also be about creating an illusion, okay? And so part of this could be about creating an illusion, and maybe even living under an illusion and having to face up to the truth. And I kind of see that in the first two cards, I guess, for you guys, because we do have the Ten of Wands along with the Hanged Man. And I feel that with these two cards, it's almost saying that I'm really seeing here, and really kind of getting the feeling, Pisces, that these two cards are telling you to stop, and they're kind of saying between January and March, just stop. Just stop pushing so hard, because you're making it harder on yourself. I'm looking at this Ten of Wands, and it's a guy who's really trying to push something forward. And it's a struggle for him. It is. The Ten of Wands is about having too much on your plate. It's about too much stress, too much struggle, too much responsibility. It is really a card of responsibility, okay? I feel that those two cards together are really saying to me that you are coming to the end of a struggle. You're coming to a time of realization over something, because the Hanged Man is also in a way a struggle card to a certain extent, because he endures a lot. To be hanging upside a tree, as I always say, like this, that's a lot of shit to handle for anyone, but he endures it quite happily, and he accepts the limitation. So it's almost like between January and March, you're going to be accepting maybe the limitation of something. And maybe that's why the Ten of Wands has shown up to say that the end of struggle, the end of like carrying too much on your plate, probably over from 2015, is being done with. Maybe you're going to be coming to the realization that, you know what, things have got to change in my life. I'm just taking on too much as an individual. And I feel that a lot of you guys, or a lot of you Pisces people, are. It could even be the end of a stressful job, for example, because the ones are career related, they're work related. And sometimes when that card shows up, it can be about a very overpowering job, a job with a lot of responsibility in it, okay? So I feel for some of you guys, you might be coming to, especially if you've been in between jobs, or in a temporary contract, like a temping person, somebody who does like in between jobs in different for different companies. It could even mean that, as far as I'm concerned. I'm seeing maybe the end of a job here, and maybe the end of some type of independence as well in terms of work, because we do have the Queen of Pentacles sitting down underneath this card, okay? And she is somebody who is quite independent, financially independent. She's really kind of like a real career girl, this lady is. She holds one pentacle because that's what she's earned, but she's also a loving mother. She's a wife, but she's, you know, she's got it all. She can do it all. And maybe with the Queen of Pentacles and that Ten of Wands above this card, this is probably, I mean, the Queen of Pentacles isn't you, Pisces. You're more a Queen of Cups, obviously. But she can represent everything that you do in life, which is a multitude of things. And she would really kind of time really well with that Ten of Wands, because she does have a lot of responsibility. She's got to work, she's got to cook, she's got to man the house, she got a husband, she got kids, she got everything. And though she does it quite happily, I feel that you come to the realization that you're doing too much, or you've been doing too much, because we have that Ten of Wands, as I've said, above that Queen of Pentacles. And to me, that suggests this person has so much on her plate. She does so much. You know, she is, she's all those things that I mentioned. And I feel with the Hanged Man, the Ten of Wands guy is walking towards the Hanged Man. So it's almost like walking towards a stop. I see those two cards as it's almost like it can't go any further. The Hanged Man is a card of suspense. It's a card of realizing limitation. It's a card of even letting go. Okay, letting go of situations that you're too frightened to face. Okay, the Hanged Man has given up his struggle. He's given up the struggle. He's accepted that he's hanging upside down on this tree forever, and he's kind of like, you know what, that's okay. So it's almost like give up the struggle, and I feel that you do, because we've got the Ace of Swords here, which is the severance card. We've got three cards that talk about severance here. So you're obviously walking away from something. Okay, the Ace of Swords is the overcoming challenge. It's the victory after a challenge, but it's also related heavily to the Death card, which does show up here as well. Okay, within your reading, both those cards are heavily related, the Ace of Swords and Death, because they're about the severance of the old, the passing of the old, the transformation that we go through in terms of life, in terms of our jobs, in terms of our relationships. And it talks about moving on to pastures new, and we see that you are moving on to pastures new with the Eight of Cups. You are walking away. It's interesting that we have that after the Death card. We see the ending of something here, but the beginning of something with the Eight of Cups. So you are walking to higher realization. For some of you guys, it is definitely the ending. It could be to a career. I don't think it's a relationship. Not from what I can see, but I feel that you have faced the limitation of something. It's almost like this reading is saying to you, just let go, give it up. Whatever is not working for you, Pisces, between January and March 2016, just give it up. Because the Ten of Wands, facing that Hanged Man, to me, the Hanged Man is the card of letting go. Okay, no longer struggling, but kind of accepting a limitation, accepting when something is the way it is, okay, and just saying, okay, I let go of this, I release it, I no longer struggle, because he doesn't wriggle. If you're going to hang upside down for eternity, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're actually going to struggle. The Hangman doesn't struggle, but the guy on the Ten of Wands does struggle. Those wands are a struggle, and the Hanged Man is kind of like lying there and saying, hey, come join me, man, it's so much easier over here. So to me, this is letting go of struggle. I feel that for a lot of you guys, this could be financial struggle, it could be career struggle, it could be just in general day-to-day life, because the Pentacles can often be refer to the mundane aspects of life, just living, just the reality of life. So I see that there is struggles, I feel, for you Pisces people, just around the reality of life, you know, managing home, family, work, that type of thing. I feel there is struggle around that, and I feel that you're going to just kind of like wind down a little bit more within these, you know, chillax, relax a bit more. I know it's a bit of a mundane reading to start off with, but this is what I'm saying. I feel that you're going to be cutting something away now as well. I'm also seeing for some of you guys some potential surgery. But I don't know. Yeah, I think so, because we have the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles looks like she's in recovery mode here. She might be in a wheelchair. She looks like she's in a wheelchair, or she's recovering from something. And also that Ace of Swords can mean, it can mean severance. It can mean using literally a sharp tool. It can mean a surgical tool as well. So I feel that some of you guys might be going through some surgery in these next 3 months potentially. I feel that that surgery will potentially, with the Death card, lead to change. Death is never death, okay, in tarot, okay? It means transformation, change. And it's really funny because we see the Queen of Pentacles sat down as if she's in a wheelchair, but we see this guy getting up and walking. So maybe for some of you guys, you have been, could be wheelchair bound, could have some, maybe I'm sensing some kind of problems maybe with the legs. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm getting maybe for some of you guys, you've had some problems with your legs or mobility or something like that. Maybe some of you guys will be going in for an operation. And it's funny because the Magician can also be seen as a doctor as well, because he has all of the tools to fix things, okay, to fix someone's existence. So this could be the doctor potentially that's performing an operation. It's almost like he's got his tools on an operating table there. So I feel that, and the Ten of Wands could be you lot literally struggling to walk or struggling to keep mobile, with the Hanged Man kind of having to take it easy and accept that you've got a limitation with that. The Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords could be the surgery. Death could transform you from having those mobility problems to being able to walk properly, or just having being flexible again in terms of your body. So I feel that for some of you guys, there could be some surgery happening here within the next 3 months. And the advice card is the Magician's going to do a real top job on that. Okay. What else am I feeling here? I feel you guys, yeah, definitely are facing up to something here, because we've got the Ace of Swords. That's clarity as well. That's clarity on something. I feel that there's a lack of clarity with this Ten of Wands. Okay, the Ten of Wands can be literally concealing yourself, hiding from the truth, hiding from something, okay? But with that Ace of Swords, this is literally the clarity card. It's literally having to face up to something, okay? The Hanged Man can be the time of suspense before you actually resolve this situation, okay? But here we find the transformation and walking to higher ground. So literally, I do feel that some of you guys are having to resolve a situation here between January through to March. So that's your first reading. Let's have a look at the other cards. Let's have a look at let's have a look at April through to June. going to get a quick drink, guys. If you wonder why I put cling film over my drink, it's just in case there's any little pesky flies in the room or anything. I don't want them in my drink. Sounds crazy. My family think I'm crazy. Okay. Right. It looks like a very good next set of months for you. I didn't see any, you know, this has been one of the best readings so far because I don't know what the other cards are saying here. I really don't know what the other cards are saying. Your general energy is the Six of Swords, sorry. I hope you guys can see that card. This is a card of moving through challenges. We saw that you were moving through some form of challenge in the first 3 months, January through to June, through to March. So we saw that potentially for some of you guys, you were walking towards a more clearer time, seeking more clarity. We saw for some of you guys there could be some hefty surgery involved potentially for you guys. We saw that there was a massive transformation coming through, and you'd be able to walk away from something that was no longer serving you in the last reading. You're looking to create a new existence potentially between January and March. What we're seeing between April and June is the Star, okay, which can also be another card about clarity, seeking higher clarity from the universe, and the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles can often be a card about literally being rewarded for your efforts within a team. So literally being recognised, because this guy on this Three of Pentacles is being recognised by these two people. If you can see, they're asking him for advice. Okay, so he is literally the Star here. So I feel within these 3 months, there's going to be a lot of recognition for you guys, maybe for some work that you're doing, maybe at work, maybe you're going to be getting awards potentially, because the Star literally means sometimes the star. Okay, so the person that's in the spotlight, the person who is recognized, the person who everybody wants to know. I do feel that you guys are going to be literally being recognized for some work, for some sort of achievement. I feel that you might even be receiving an award, some of you guys, for some sort of achievement that you get here. I'm also seeing a lot of meetings happen, and they're very positive because we do have that Star card sat alongside the Three of Pentacles. So I do see a lot of positive meetings going on potentially, and it could even be we do also have the Three of Cups as well, which is a celebration card. It's a card about unions, reunions, communication. Both cards are communicative, the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. So here we're looking at, I feel, a case of a lot of positive communication going on, a lot of group work, a lot of talking, a lot of coming together with people. I also feel that I'm getting the sense that some of you guys are going to be going on a lot of very successful interviews. I'm also getting the feeling that there's going to be literally some celebrations that you might be attending. It could be an engagement party. Don't see any weddings as yet because it is only the Three of Pentacles. Can be a marriage card, but can also, it's more so to do with an engagement, I find that card to be. Not unless it's got something like the Four of Wands or something like that next door to it. But I feel literally you could be celebrating. It could be a baby shower. It could be because we have a page in the reading as well. So it literally could be a baby shower potentially as well. That you're attending. I feel that there could be some pregnancies happening here for you guys. There's a lot of positivity running through this reading, Pisces, for April through to June. It's absolutely amazing what I'm seeing here. I'm also seeing a lot of healing for you guys. So if you've been in for an operation between January through to March, we do have the Star card and also Temperance showing, which is showing a lot of healing, okay? But it's also, for me, with that Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, I feel that you could have a lot of support from friends and family around you if you have gone in for an operation and you are kind of recovering from that, I feel, within the April through to June period. And we see this in the advice card as well with the Seven of Swords, moving out of a time of immobility to mobility. Okay, this guy is behind these two people, so I do feel that you're going to have a lot of support, okay, as you transition from one state of your life to another during those 3 months. Okay, I feel that that's a card of support as well, but I do see some transition. I also do see holidays as well, because the Three of Cups I feel can be a card about holidays, people celebrating, and also the Page of Wands is travel too. Okay, so I'm seeing some holidays here, which would be indicative of that Six of Wands as well. I feel that you're going to have some good news come in, potentially regarding work situation, because we do have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles can be in regards to work, a new job. Okay, and the Star card is also a card that refers to very good news, very positive news coming your way. And also we have that Three of Cups, which is celebration and happiness. So you guys have definitely got something to celebrate, I feel, between April and June 2016. Also, the Page of Wands is a good news card. Okay, it's a news probably that you weren't expecting as well. So this is a really good news card that's coming in. These are messages, okay, communication. Usually the ones are about communication via email. It's not spoken word usually. It's basically writing. So things like letters, email, texts, that type of thing. So I do see a lot of messages coming in that way. I also see new opportunities, because as I said, that the ones are all about written communication usually, you know, whether that's on your internet or handwriting. But this can also infer new contracts, signing new contracts to do with creative endeavors. Okay, so what we're seeing here is the King of Pentacles as well. This could literally be a guy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be though, but it usually can signify somebody who works in finance, somebody who's a businessman, someone who's at the top of his tree. So maybe for some of you guys, you're going to be meeting someone like this this year between April and June. So whether that's to do with someone who is head of a project, potentially, because the Page of Wands can be about new exciting projects coming about. This guy could be the head of that project, and maybe this is where the Three of Pentacles come in. You're being interviewed for something, or you're being interviewed about your skills, because I see this Three of Pentacles as being two ways. I see it as being a card about this person here asking this guy here for his advice, but I also see these two people looking like they might be looking at this guy's resume and saying, okay, tell me a little bit more about your skills. So I also see these two people as being the interviewers and this guy here as being the interviewee. Okay, so I do feel that there's going to be some interviews for you guys. It's going to be regarding a new project, potentially, with that Page of Wands. Quite an exciting time with that Three of Wands above, with that Three of Cups above it. I see a lot of excitement, a lot of kind of celebration going over a new role. The Star card is also a very positive card to have in this reading. Okay, it's literally you guys shining. Okay, so maybe you're going to be shining within an interview. Okay, I see the King of Pentacles as being someone potentially who could be ahead or in charge of the project. Okay, so I feel that you're going to meet someone who's, but I feel that this is more in a professional capacity between April and June, okay, 2016. And I also feel with that Six of Swords as the advice card, it says that you're making a very good transition. This to me is a card of healing as well. So I feel if it refers to any kind of operations or surgical procedures that you're having between January and March, you're going to have a lot of support. And also with that Six of Swords, it says that you're moving to there's a lot of transformation coming your way. You can infer travel, seeing travel with the Page of Wands going on there, and potentially the Three of Cups, drinking in the sunshine, as it were. The Temperance card can be a relaxation card, so maybe you're relaxing somewhere that's foreign or away from your usual familiar environment. So I do see some traveling with that as your advice card, but I also see it more as kind of moving on, transforming as a person onto a far more I feel you guys are happy though. I feel that you're really getting there. I feel after the real transformation comes between January and March, you're really moving forward with that Six of Swords as your advice card. Okay, so that is April through to June. Right, let's have a look at let's have a look at okay. Pisces, we're looking at July through to September now, guys, okay? The Fool is your advice card. This is a new beginning for you, but I feel that it's in terms of it's funny because I felt so much with that reading between April through to June, that there is a new beginning coming in for you. It's the essence of one. It's the interview stage between those 3 months. It's literally traveling to a new job. I feel that there's something new coming in for you. It's interesting that we should see the Fool card as the advice card. So this is between July and September. You are stepping into a new beginning. There's also some travel again in Fed with the Fool, because the Fool is a traveler. But as an advice card, it's new beginnings. It's taking a leap of faith. It's literally trying to step into the unknown and trying to let go of your fears. It's the abandonment of every kind of convention, because the Fool is not a conventional card at all. And it's really taking a risk, and I do feel you guys are taking a risk between July and September 2016, because we do have the Three of Swords. So this is heartbreak, but I feel that it will be you guys that do it for some reason. I just feel that it's you guys that are going to be doing it. Somebody could break up with you, but I feel that it's more you guys maybe breaking up with someone within those months. I'm not sure, but we do see the Three of Swords here. Could be a love triangle situation potentially, because we do have the Three of Swords there, which can be a love triangle. We also do have the Two of Pentacles, which can literally be somebody who's either hedging their bets, juggling a couple of options. This is a man juggling maybe a couple of women, or a woman juggling a couple of men. So it could be a love triangle situation. We do have Eight of Wands, which can infer news. Lots of activity, lots of news taking flight. So for some of you guys, maybe that's in tandem with the Fool card, that you're going to be kind of taking flight or taking some time out from a situation, a painful situation, with that Three of Swords, okay? Along with this Two of Pentacles, we do have the Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you guys, if you've been juggling money, just know that there is going to be the solidifying of a financial opportunity, the Ace of Pentacles. So from the juggling of money, we go to the Ace of Pentacles. So we're certainly seeing financial security within the 3 months of July through to September. There's certainly financial stability coming in here. And it's a new opportunity as well with that Ace of Pentacles, okay? Which is why we see the Fool card as well. I'm also seeing, and I think it relates to this Three of Swords, there is a decision that is made, okay, with the Lovers card. All right, Lovers card can be a Gemini person, okay, but I feel that it'll be you guys who are making a decision. Maybe it's with an air sign individual, okay? Maybe it's the air sign that is feeling this Three of Swords, because that is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I do think that there is going to potentially be a breakup of a relationship in these months. I've got to be honest here, because we do have Three of Swords, we do have Lovers card, but what's the most interesting thing is we have the Knight of Swords facing the Lovers. Whenever I see that Knight of Swords facing the Lovers, it tells me somebody's trying to stop something. Somebody's saying, stop, don't do it, wait. I feel that you guys are potentially going to end a relationship between those 3 months. I feel your partner potentially won't be happy about it. For some of you guys, it's not all of you. If you're in a happy relationship and you're sitting here thinking, no, I'm not, no, I'm not, then you're not. For some of you guys, you might. For some people that don't even see this video, they might. I'm not saying that it's for everyone. It's a potential within the cards from what I can read, or from my interpretations of this, okay? Yeah, I feel that somebody's either going to be on the attack, or it could even be somebody who's trying to break up a relationship here, okay? So maybe that gap in between the Lovers is what the Knight of Swords has caused, okay? So I feel that it runs two ways, and it could also be with this Three of Swords, the painful situation. Sometimes I've seen this Eight of Wands, somebody trying to attack it, okay? So somebody's trying to attack something, or somebody's trying to hurt someone with that Eight of Wands. So I feel that I feel with the Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands, this could even be some of you guys coming out of a painful time or out of a painful situation, because the Eight of Wands usually represents flight, sending lots of messages, and the Three of Swords represents a broken heart, or feeling really upset about this, or feeling a lot of anger or pain. So it could be around arguments as well with that, because the Eight of Wands I've recognised is a lot of the time very fiery energy. Okay, so it's fire and air. Okay, air usually carries fire, doesn't it? If the wind is blowing and there's a fire raging, it doesn't put it out, it just spreads it. So maybe there's going to be a spread of angers. You know, maybe there's a real kind of combustion of anger going on between you and your partner or something like that in those 3 months. But I do see potentially the breakup of a relationship. Potentially somebody's going to be trying to stop it. I do feel that it's this air sign person who's feeling upset about this. Maybe you've taken flight, which is why we see the Fool. You're not willing to commit to something potentially, Pisces. So I see the breakup of something here. I do see some solid financial stuff coming in for you between those 3 months. But what's interesting to me is the Lovers card, which is this is either somebody who's trying to stop a breakup, if you can see how the cards are directed, or this is somebody who's trying to cause a breakup. Okay, so it's one of the two. Either way, you are setting out off on a new path, because we do have that Fool card there as your overall advice. Okay, we do have the Fool card. You are going to be setting off on a new beginning. There is a new journey for you, and I feel it is definitely connected to something to do with work, but in the main it's something to do with romance. I do feel that for some of you guys there will be an ending of a relationship around that time. Okay, so let's do your final cards, Pisces. Right. And here we have it again, this Two of Pentacles card. Okay, this is your advice card. Somebody's trying to either hedge their bets, or you're juggling something. You're juggling with options, it would seem, between October through to December 2016. Pisces, this is you guys, this Knight of Cups, because you're water. I feel that you are looking to, by the end of the year, offer services out to the world. The Cups is often the offer card. It is water, so this is probably you guys. It's facing the world, so it's you looking out there to render services. Or I feel it's something potentially to do with work. I don't feel that this is romance. I feel this is you guys going out into the world and you're offering something there. The World card is also the epitome of success, success within the tarot. Okay, I don't see it as being the ending of a cycle in this reading, only because I have the Knight of Cups before it. It looks like it's offering something to the world. Okay, it's got something to give, and I feel that you guys are going to know that you've got something to give at the end of the month. I also feel that you're going to have a lot on your plate, though. I feel that you're going to need to take some downtime, because we do have the Seven of Wands here, which is someone who is trying to defend what they have. This can be a card of exhaustion. It can be a card of finger pointed. It can be a card of competition. So I look at these two cards together, and I feel that you're going to be working in a heavily competitive market for some reason at the end of the year. I really do. I feel that you're going to be working in a very competitive market. Okay, and the world is a big place, though. So, you know, you should be able to find some kind of market or some kind of stream that you can actually exacerbate or actually show what you need to show in terms of what you're trying to bring across, your work, the project, whether it's your own business. But I do feel it's a heavily exhausted market that you're working in by the end of the year. We also have the Queen of Wands. This can represent work as well, because it is career based. I've seen this card come up for Doesn't always have to represent a person, can literally just represent a workplace or a career. I do feel that you guys are going to be feeling very confident in whatever it is that you're kind of offering out into the world in terms of career by the end of the year. I do feel that you might need to kind of be really hands-on with this. I've got that feeling, because I feel that you could literally exhaust yourself. I do see new education or educating yourselves coming in for this year, for 2016, between October and December. I do feel that you're going to be taking a trip. I do feel that there's going to be some higher learning probably included in your life at the end of the year, Pisces. I do feel that you might be an apprentice, or you might be learning more about the area of business that you're in order to be a more effective seller. Some of you might even work in sales, I think. The Knight of Cups isn't usually thought about as a sales type person. I would think that was more your Knight of Swords or your Knight of Wands, to be honest with you, because the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups are kind of stationary. They kind of just trot along really slowly, whereas Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords are more aggressive knights, so they're more kind of like your sales. Swords people would be more kind of like your telephone sales people, because they're about the communication, very fast talking, very gift of the gab. But then so is the Knight of Wands. He's a bragger. He is a gift of the gab person as well. So I would have thought it would be more Knight of Wands if that was going to be sales. But this could be a gently approach to something. I'm pretty sure that you're going to be selling something by the end of the year. I can see sales going on with this, okay? What else can I see? I feel you might be travelling for sales. You're definitely travelling, because we've got the Six of Swords here at the end of the year, and the Page of Swords, okay? Which can be about education, learning new stuff, educating ourselves. That's why the Page of Swords is often seen as a spy. Someone who's trying to investigate something, an investigator. So I feel that you're going to be kind of maybe traveling back to school, or investigating new things, or learning new things about your job, or that type of thing. It's going to be a heavily competitive market, I feel, because we've got that Seven of Wands there. But I feel that you might even be looking at new different markets to market your products out into, because we do have the World card there. So this is about greater scope of things, okay? Probably even looking to go to higher echelon to do these things. The Queen of Wands is a very confident character. She's also very career-based. So with that Seven of Wands, I would look at that as probably being a multitasking card, okay? Kind of defending what you have, kind of fighting off a lot of competition, and being a multitasker. That's why I said I feel that you've got to be careful of how much responsibility that you take on, because it could see you trying to juggle things that and maybe this is where this card comes in, the Two of Pentacles, where you're trying to juggle with how you do things, how you manage things, how you manage your life, how you manage your home, your work, that type of thing. You may need to obviously take a holiday potentially with that Seven of Swords, and Six of Swords, and also with the World card. Both cards can reference travel, and also the Knight of Cups is a traveller too. So I feel that you are going to be travelling with something, definitely. Okay, and I feel that there's going to be a lot of responsibility on your head, because we've got that Seven of Wands and also the Queen of Wands as well. Seven of Wands competition, Queen of Wands multitasker. So there's a lot going on for you guys responsibility-wise, okay, by the end of the year. But it's not a bad reading at all. This is one of the best readings I've done, I think, Pisces, in terms of the zodiac signs, okay? Sorry, my hair's a bit red, Judy. How do I get it from being that curtain type of look? That's it. Oh, whatever. Okay, so let's do your angel card for the year, Pisces. Let's see what's coming up for you in the angel cards. Universe, Spirit, show me what is the message that you have for Pisces, please, for 2016. Show me the message for Pisces. 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 What message do you have for Pisces? Show me Pisces. What message do you have for the year, angels, for Pisces? Show me. Oops. Oh. Okay. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. That's what I thought of with the Page of Swords. So I feel that you're going to be doing a lot of learning during the year, especially to the end of the end of the year. And also we had another card flip out The Knight of Fire, which would be Knight of Wands, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless, a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Okay, so let's just read what those two cards are about. Let's have a look at the Eight of Earth first. Eight of Pentacles in your normal Rider-Waite. Let's have a look. Okay, your heart is in your work or studies. Okay, that's why I'm definitely picking up some studying here. You've committed to learning about your career, vocation or project. You're definitely on the right track. Your dedication, skill and talent are appreciated and will soon be rewarded. Still, there's more to learn. Consider taking classes related to your interests or profession. A serious commitment to study or research is now called for. It may be time to go back to school. So that's definitely what I saw in the reading. Some of you guys are going to be going back to education in order to learn something more about whatever it is that you're trying to put out there to the world. But there's definitely travel, definitely going back to school, and definitely maybe some sales involved within your work towards the end of the year. And also we're seeing the Fool card and the Six of Swords coming up as your general advice cards. So there is definitely travel happening for you guys related, I feel, to work within the year. Additional meanings of this card: craftsmanship, apprenticeship, diligence, attention to detail. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm seeing. And also we've got the Knight of Fire. Let's have a look. Knight of Fire. Okay, situations. A significant situation requires your immediate and full attention. While time is of the essence, it's important to avoid making rash decisions. Enthusiasm and self-assuredness are wonderful so long as they aren't separated from wisdom and caution. People, a person who's passionate about anything he or she takes on. A take-charge individual who moves quickly with confidence and certainty on behalf of loved ones or beloved causes. Fearless, loyal, charismatic, self-assured, adventurous, restless, possibly impatient or insistent when it comes to having his or her way. Okay. Additional meanings of this card: a sudden passionate love affair, business travel, a change of residence, an emergency. So we've seen a lot of business travel here. We haven't seen much romance though. Except to say that there might be the breakup of something. For some of you guys, yes, I am seeing maybe some engagement celebrations here. Maybe some christenings even, potentially. We do have Temperance and we do have that Three of Cups. It does remind me of something to do with a christening during the year, potentially, that some of you guys could be attending. We are seeing a lot of fortune going on with your work, guys. A lot of fortune. Potentially some surgical procedures happening for you guys in the year. I'm seeing a lot of transformation, a lot of change coming through for you Pisceans. I'm seeing you trying to relinquish burden. Okay, perhaps burden in a previous career, that type of thing. But yeah, it's a good year for you guys. And I feel that with careful planning, with knowing that you need to be structured, that you need to be methodical in what you do, and also knowing that during the year there may be needing to pay attention to your own advancement as a person. That could be going back to school, that could be further study. It's going to really help you to continue in a very strong way for 2017 also. So I'd just like to say, Pisces, thank you so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I will be back with your life spread reading 2016. See you soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.